I wanted to start this video today with a Carl Jung quote. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. As you move along your spiritual journey, you will acquire knowledge, insight, context. Maybe you've been investigating your shadow, trying to integrate all the aspects of you as much as you can. And along the way, you almost feel like you've stumbled into this state of chaos, a loss of self, the loss of identity. Things that were interesting you before, you're not really that interested in anymore. You might even feel this loss of purpose and you're just not interested in things. First and foremost, it's a normal part of the process, but we want to ask ourselves, why is this happening? Well, as you start to uncover more of yourself, as you reveal more of yourself to yourself, what starts to happen is you will start to see it for what it is. And for most parts of us, it was a performative survival act. We built our identity, we built our frame as a form of survival. Whatever experiences that we had growing up led us to mold and shape ourselves into a particular way. And often, for the most part, it is split off from our soul. And so our egos are operating in one way and our soul is operating in another. And then that creates this constant tension and conflict, which leads to suffering. But as you begin to dissolve that, what is the natural occurrence that happens? Memories, routines, actions that were grounded in that old self start to go. And of course, there are parts of our memories that were bad, but there are parts that we loved, and there are parts of our identity that helped us survive that we love, that allowed us to stay afloat, to keep us moving. And of course, as we start to dissolve that, what is going to happen? How are we reacting to it? Well, you're going to react in grief. That was the best way I can describe it when I was going through it and still processing and moving forward in that same direction. It's a grieving process. The old me, the me that I was so familiar with, that I've had good times and bad times and glories and defeats, whatever it was, there was still an attachment to him. As painful as that process can be, it is important to stay in that discomfort. Stay within the eye of the storm and follow it. The temptation when you're there is the urge to go back. You might even feel what I call a gravitational pull that's drawing you to that old frame. It's comfort. It's familiarity. And even a poor frame, a frame that we do not want to be associated with anymore, still is predictable. We know what to expect. Whether it's a good mood, a bad mood, whatever it is, we're prepared for it. And when you leave that, now there's just a complete unknown. And of course, you are not starting to reorient yourself in this new state. Now, it's important to look at this not that you're being left with less of yourself, but rather more of the things that matter. No longer are we holding on to the old aspects, the old thoughts and the images and the stories that were allowing us to survive, but were restricting our potential, what you can really express and be. And when you shed away all the excess, the stories that are not needed in your life anymore, that is when you can make room for the genuine, real you. I want to leave you with this, I guess, quote, but it's not quoted by anybody. It is Carl Jung influenced. It's another one of his. Again, not his directly, probably one of his students or admirers of his work. In the process of individuation, we meet parts of ourselves we have long repressed. And in reclaiming them, we lose the person we thought we were. If you want to take inner work at a self-paced way, and you want to do it in a way that's not going to cause judgment, shame, anger, resentment, and you want to have a practice that I've done for myself to dig down into the base of the narrative that's been controlling our lives, such as not feeling worthy or feeling like you don't deserve things or that you're a loser or that you have to be successful to be admired. Finding the root of that story to be able to rewrite the narrative and to shape your own destiny. You can click that first button below, download my PDF absolutely for free. And then, of course, doing this alone is very difficult. And if you want to work with me personally one-on-one, click that second link below. It'll be my absolute pleasure to share space with you. And it would be my honor, absolutely. And then finally, a small teaser of a secret project that I'll be working on that can't reveal too much about it, but I want to just keep you in the loop. It is in development. I'm working on it, just working the kinks. And it's something that I have always wished I had, something that I wish I could be a part of. So stay tuned. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video.